Hey guys, welcome to Experience Beauty. My name is Stephanie, this is Bria, and this is where we talk all things beauty in real life. So
today we're adding a different segment. So we're going to do our first segment, which is things your stylist wants you to know, which is our norm. Then we're going to add a new segment where we're going to highlight a product. There are so many products, especially I know in our salon even, it's hard to know what every product does. So every week we're going to bring a product up and go over everything with you, tell it the benefits and why we love it so much. And then our main topic today is kind of a bio. So some of you watching know who we are. And
you've been with us from the beginning.
Yeah,
thank you.
But if you're new or you don't know who we are, we just kind of want to give you a brief background and why we're here and doing this show for you.
Yep, why we do what we do.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're going to start with our first segment, which is one of our favorites because it's our only one so far.
Things your stylist wants you to know. I am one of the makeup artists here at SR Studio, and I have kind of a rundown that I go over with everybody when they come in to get makeup done, kind of prior to. And the first one is make sure you have your eyebrows done. So if you don't want to wax them, they should be at least plucked, or you can get one of those little dermaplaning razors and clean up the shape. It makes a huge difference in how your eyeshadow looks. So if you come in with this crazy eyeshadow look and you don't have groomed eyebrows, it's never going to look like the picture. There's nothing I can do about it. Laying product over top of it oftentimes just accentuates it. So groom your eyebrows if you are coming in for a full face of makeup. And then kind of leading into that is some people do it, some people don't. But if you do have a lot of peach fuzz on your face, it is very beneficial to dermaplane your face. One, it exfoliates it, but two, your makeup, the product just lays better. And then my third little tip for you, and then I'm gonna be done with my tips today. But my third tip, which I believe is like the most important tip, is skin prep is more important than the products you use. So if you have dry, flaky skin or overly oily skin, product is gonna lay weird on your skin. So I always tell everybody to exfoliate before coming in for makeup and moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. Even if you have oily skin, you can still moisturize. You just need to pick a moisturizing product that is right for your skin type. So those are my little tips for makeup.
And then we're going to move on to our next segment, which is product spotlight. Quick blowout spray. This product we cannot keep in the studio, so we figured this would be a great first product to start with. We fight over it as stylists. We're like, where in the hell's the blowout spray? Yeah. So there's other brands that we like, but this Redken brand, first of all, smells wonderful. Like, I wish Redken, if you're listening, which I doubt you are, please make a whole body set. I want the shampoo, I want body spray, I want it all to smell like this. So the thing with blowout spray, I feel like it's a newer product. Like, they didn't have this when I was young.
No.
So a blowout spray for us older people, young people probably know, but it helps it's a quick drying formula. It helps blowing out your hair, kind of speed up the process a little bit. It adds shine, it nourishes your hair, and it heat protects up to 450 degrees, which you should never be curling your hair at 450 degrees. So we'll go into that another time. But it does help if you want to put the iron in your hair, things like that. It does help protect the cuticle of your hair and the strength of your hair. So that's our product this week. We do have it in the studio. We have an online.
Yeah, we are. Well, our online store is down right now because we're switching some things.
Oh yeah, we're getting a new system in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so.
But this will be available online, and it is like $28 for this bottle. It does last it lasts a while for most people. Mine at home lasts for a long time. It does not last very long in here. But yeah, awesome product. One of our favorites. So if you are interested in purchasing a quick blowout spray, you can stop into the studio and purchase one at any time.
So this week's topic we mentioned before is bio. Just a little bit about Steph and I before we move on with our series in the future. It helps to kind of see who's telling you the things that.
Why you should listen to us.
Yeah,
why are they
know what
talking?
we're talking about. My name is Bria. I have notes on my phone so I don't forget anything. So, okay, this is horrible to say for me, but I have been a licensed cosmetologist for 35 years.
Yeah.
That's horrible. But
it's not horrible, it's wonderful.
I'm so old. But anyway, so that is professionally my licensing and things. But me as a person, I'm the type of person that wants to make everything beautiful in life, whether it is a person, a piece of furniture, your home. I love making things pretty. So I like people to feel pretty. So that's my goal. It's the fire inside of me. So everything that I do is based on that. I was a little girl that always did Barbie's hair. My friends would bring their Barbies over to my house for me to do their hair. I was the friend that did everybody's hair and makeup before we went out. And even as a young child, my mom, like if she took me to the mall and I was just kind of bored waiting on her to get out of the store, I would sit in the middle of the mall and just watch women and be like, oh, she could look better if she did this, or if she did a bang, or just, it's always been something inside of me, and I've always been fascinated with makeovers and things like that. And that's one of the things that we specialize in here is transformations and makeovers. With that being said, beauty is simple. I like to simplify beauty. Beauty to me is not a 45-minute makeup routine every day and perfect polished hair. Beauty to me is simple tricks, little tweaks that you can do to make you feel beautiful. And I know my whole life I've always seen that quote where they say beauty is superficial or beauty is skin deep. That is bullshit. Beauty is, to me, is more of how you feel. So if you feel beautiful, it's very empowering to us as women. I don't know why, it just makes you feel like you can take on more.
Yeah, it does.
It's very empowering. So, and then just a brief background on Steph and I. So Steph and I we met, we were both pretty much stay-at-home moms. I worked from home.
I was working from home lightly.
Yeah.
I had just lost actually my corporate job.
So we were in very blah stages of our lives. I feel like we look completely different now than what we did then.
Yeah.
We were just raising kids. So we were just two blah moms that had this passion, the same passion for making women feel beautiful, and we came together and started a boudoir studio.
So and a fun little fact was we had no idea who each other were before we started.
We never met prior to that. She had the camera, I had the space. We came together and started with nothing.
Yeah.
I know some people know, but like I took an old bed, put it in my man cave in our basement of my old home. I did makeup off our air hockey table with a small little half-assed makeup kit that I was starting to do weddings.
Yeah, I had a camera that I had purchased on QVC because I had no money and was making payments on.
Yeah. And 11 years later, we are here. I don't know how we got here. It was just one thing leading to the next. And we ended up rebranding because we realized we limited ourselves as a boudoir studio and just to women.
Yep, and so like the progression of us is we started as the boudoir studio. We then moved on to doing seniors and then moms and daughters, and everything that we did was kind of focused around getting everybody dolled up for the photos. As most women that have children know, you're getting busy getting everybody else ready for the photo, so you're taking no time for yourself, and then you feel rushed and not as beautiful as, so we would make the mom feel the most special in those situations. And then we moved on to wedding hair and makeup. Well, Bria was already doing it on her own.
But it grew.
Yep.
And I got tired.
And then
all these weddings. We have an audience.
We did. Okay. Sorry. I had someone staring at me. Okay. But then I then went into doing makeup with Bria at weddings to kind of help alleviate her because she was busy doing so much hair.
I taught her makeup, and I can tell you now, her makeup blows mine out of the water, I think.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, she took it on and ran with it, and she's great at it.
I've always loved makeup my entire life. So, but then as we became a wedding we became a wedding hair and makeup studio in addition to the photography. We needed more girls, and it's kind of grown into the beast that it is today.
We love it.
I'm internally grateful for every step that we took, and the fact that we did it with no money and no help, and just kept grinding even when it felt like we should stop, but we didn't, so we won.
But that's who we are.
Yep.
Is there anything I said a lot about?
Yeah, so personally for me, Bria, like she said, I do makeup, but I also, for the business, do a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
Use cleavage today. They're trying to get out.
They look great. So I used to work, so I am a beauty school dropout. I went to beauty school and was just not in the right mental space for it, I guess. I don't know. Didn't finish it. Still always loved beauty, all things beauty. I ended up working some jobs. I worked advertising, marketing, photography. I did project management. So everything I did kind of led me to be able to run a business. And
I think everybody hates beauty school. I wanted to drop out. I wanted to drop out of beauty school. My mom wouldn't let me.
They made me do these stupid finger waves and roller sets that I hated every day.
So if you're a young stylist and if you're a stylist in beauty school, know that is not what you're going to be doing every day. They're prepping you for state boards, and it's really hard. It was really hard for me too, because it was my senior year, and I was gone all year. Senior year, you wait for your senior year, and I was in beauty school all year. So
it was.
But hang in there.
Yeah, and just know that for me, I might not have finished beauty school, but what was supposed to happen happened full circle, and every job I worked and every opportunity I had led me back to this moment, so that I can run a successful business. So eternally grateful for that.
Yep. So that's it for today. We're gonna think of something awesome to bring you next week. We're gonna introduce a new product.
If you guys have any ideas of what you want us to talk about, please comment below.
And we might introduce a stylist. Maybe we'll drag one of the girls up here so you can meet them too.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
But that's it.